What's going on, everybody? This is Ruben Marco Vidalian here today, and we're going to be reviewing the Piraka from Bionicle from 2006, who were the main villains of that year. And these guys are actually kind of badass looking, and I like them a lot. And I got them recently on Amazon. And I also had these from 10 plus years ago, but I remember selling them to a group of different people on Amazon. And so I decided to get these guys again to relive the glory days of my childhood and teenagehood years. So here they are, and we're going to be looking at their canisters. And they also made a rap song of them called the Piraka Rap, which is where they sing about all these guys, and I kind of like listening to them, and it's kind of cool, their song. It's like a gangster rap song they made of them. So here they are, and we're going to be looking at their canisters, we're going to be reviewing the instructions, and we're going to be looking at all the Piraka separately, and then I'm going to give a review of what I thought of them and what I think of them. So anyways, we're going to be looking at one of the canisters. So let's look at Thok's canister. So here he is, the leader of the Piraka, actually. And he has 42 pieces, ages 7 to 16-year-olds. www.bionicle.com. We have him there. His nickname was called the Drifter. And all these guys had different nicknames. And if you remember, if you bought them on the shelves at the store almost 20 years ago, they also had the light there, which is for their eyes, and you press the button and their eyes just glow red, which I thought was pretty cool. So there he is. He has his ice gun there. He has the Zemisphere shooting at you, and also here he is on the back. There's his weapon. And it shows you could flip the weapon, actually, and it could like turn into a blade, and when you flip it the other way, it could turn in like to a freeze gun or something like that. So here he is. There's the teeth can glow in the dark, and you could press the top of his head and his eyes glow, and you could put him back in the canister like that. And there's the rest of the other Pirakas. There's Hakan, Vizak, Zaktan, Avak, Redak, and Thok, the leader of the Piraka. So, and there's also do not aim at eyes or face, which could hurt you. And also, it has a warning of this. Choking hazard, toy contains small parts and a small ball, not for children under the age of 3, under 3 years old. So anyway, we're going to look at the book, the instruction now for them. So let's look at Thok's instruction booklet. So here he is, Lego Thok, that's his name there, and there he is in his stance, how to take the light out of the canister. It says the battery is not replaceable, and also there's how you built him right here, and that's the body, that's the torso, that's the other piece, and he actually has the flat feet, which kind of stabilizes him to stand a little more than the other Pirakas. So I thought that was cool. And there's the Zemisphere launcher. That's how you put the light in his head. And that's how you put him back in the canister. And this is actually, if you combined Vizak and Thok together, you could actually create this, which I thought was pretty cool, and I never done this before. So I may do that later on in the future of that. So, all right, so this is where the other Piraka live, on the island of Voyanui. That's where Vizak lives, Hakan lives, Avak, Redak, Zaktan, and Thok live. There's also the two Titans, Axon and Brutaka, which I'm going to review these guys next. I actually bought him yesterday, and he's going to be delivered to me soon. And I'm going to have to get this guy next and review him next. And here it is. There's the Bionicle games, www.bionicle.com, the Lego Club, and also the movie Bionicle 3 Web of Shadows, which I never watched. And I think this was actually released in 2005, so a year prior to the release of the Piraka, Toa Anika, and the Titans. So this was released 20 years ago. So, and there's the game, Bionicle Maze of Shadows, which I never played. So I don't know. I don't know what it's like because I never played it, obviously. So, and I don't know if there's any consoles of how to play this game. So, anyways, that's the instruction booklet for Thok. And now we're gonna be reviewing these guys separately, and let's get started. All right, so we have Vizok, the brother of Vizon, and he actually rides the spider Fenrek, and I'm going to be reviewing him in the future. So here he is. There's Vizok, and his weapon, he has a hook, sort of, and if you flip it around, he has a harpoon, which can hunt for things or something like that. And I thought that was kind of cool that they introduced him with that. So, and for his legs, he has dark blue legs and light blue upper legs, and he has dark blue leg plates. And he also looks like a shark because he has the fin, a long sharp thing on his head, and he has these pokey things on his chin, dots on his chin, more to say. And his spine actually is long, and he also has a Zemisphere launcher, which I thought was pretty cool. So if you want to know how it works, I'm going to show you now. So here is the ball. Oh, here's the ball. So I'm going to show you how it works. So you just put the ball in like that, and then you just squeeze it, and then it's going to fly at you. So we're going to, darn it. Okay, let's do it now. So we're going to do it like this, like that. Like this, and bam, like that. So that's how that works. And his eyes actually do work too. So I'll show you this. His eyes glow, and I thought they were pretty cool. And he has a silver chest, like Thok, the leader of the Piraka. And Vizok's nickname is actually the Beast. So, and I thought that was kind of cool that they gave him that name. And for his feet, he has blue clawed feet, and he has silver at the end of them. So I think I would give Vizok probably a 5 out of 10 because he's not my all-time favorite, but I think the design for him is pretty cool though. So that's it. That's what we have for Vizok. Now let's do Redok. So for Redok, the Tracer, that's his nickname. So he has actually a gold chest plate, and he has a gold Zemisphere launcher. And for his weapon, he has kind of like a drill, if you could see. And if you flip it, he actually has a rotator blade, like he could or like a hammer or something like that. That's what it looks like. A rotating drill or like a hammer, it looks like to me. And he has the black feet, and he has light black upper feet, and he has the black leg piece. And he actually, his eyes work too. So yeah, and his eyes actually look like they're sculpted, and it looks like he's wearing glasses. So, and his spine, he actually has this weird looking spine, and he has like these two antennas like sticking out of his head, almost like a bug or something like that. So for Redoc, the Tracer, I give him a 10 out of 10 because I like the gold piece. I like the gold Zemisphere launcher, and I like his weapons. So I think he looks cool. So let's review the next one. For Thok, the Drifter, the leader of the Piraka, and I like his looks because they look pretty badass. And so we have, for his weapon, we kind of have like a freezing a freezing gun, like kind of like a freezing weapon. So he has like this liquid inside it, and he could like shoot like shoot like frost at you, and he could freeze you. So I thought that was kind of cool. So for his legs, we have the long legs that stabilizes him, not like the previous ones I reviewed, Vizok and Redoc, because their legs are clawed feet. And so he actually, his eyes work too, if I recall. And on his face, yes, they do. And on his face, he has like a beard, sort of. And on his back of the spine, we have a, what is it? Long spine, and it looks pretty cool. And he actually has the light blue legs and white leg plates, which I thought were pretty cool. And he has a light blue torso. And his weapon is, he has the Zemisphere launcher, like you could see, like you see with the, like I mentioned with the other ones. And yeah, I like Fox looks, and he looks cool because he is the boss of the Piraka, and he is actually very cool looking, and I like him a lot. So that's what I have. So for Thok, I would give him a 10 out of 10 because he looks pretty cool looking, and I love the design for him. So let's do the next one. Now we have Hakan, the bully of the Piraka. So for him, we have red legs, as I meant, red legs, and he has red clawed feet, different from Thok, the leader of the Piraka. So for his weapon, he has like a gun, and he has like some type of red peg sticking out of it. So like kind of like a laser, is like he's shooting at somebody. And if you turn it, he actually has like a claw to like grab things with it. So I thought that was pretty cool, the design for him. And also he has the Zemisphere launcher like the other ones. And on his spine, he has like this, and he has this pointy things towards the end of his spine. And for his eyes, let's see if his eyes work. Yes, they do. That's great. So he has the he has the kind of like a grayish chest piece like Vaku we're going to be reviewing soon, and I think he is the most aggressive out of all the Piraka. And if you remember, I think the Piraka and the story timeline actually hated each other, and they actually were fighting each other, and they were terrible teammates, and they were jealous of each other. But I'm going to get to that part of the story soon. So yeah, for Hakan, I would give him maybe 8 out of 10, I would say, because he's my second favorite, my third favorite, I would say, and he looks pretty cool. So anyway, we got 2 more left, so let's continue. So now we have Zaktan, who is so jealous that he's not the leader, and he actually attempted multiple times to eliminate Thok, the white Piraka, and that's why Zaktan's nickname is called the Snake. And that's kind of a good name for him because he's and actually if you didn't know, green in the negative way means envy and jealousy. So he tried multiple times to eliminate Thok and become the leader of the Piraka. And for his chest, it's gold like Redox, and also he has a gold Semisphere launcher like Redox. And for his weapon, we have a kind of like scissors, like a three-bladed scissors. And for his legs, we have green long legs, and also we have kind of like a dark green and light green legs, and a light green torso we have. And his eyes, let's see if his eyes work real quick. Yes, they do. And his chin looks kind of pointy, and it looks like he's kind of like smirking a little. And for his spine, it's green, which is my favorite color, obviously. And for this guy, I would give him a 10 out of 10 because green's my favorite color, and I like this guy a lot. So let's take a look at the final one and review them all and give our final conclusion. So for last but not least, we have Avak, also known as the Trigger. So for him, we have the dark grayish chest like Hakan, and for his weapon, we have like kind of like a gun, more to say, and for his legs, we have like kind of like a dark brownish and light brownish color for his legs. And for his leg piece, he has kind of like a dark brownish, I would say. And for his mask, he looks like it has like a big grin on his face, kind of like similar to Zaktan's. And let's see if his eyes glow. Yes, they do. And he is actually like the weapons manufacturer. He actually sells weapons, I think. And that's why you could see he's like the kind of like a gunsmith, pretty much, of the gang. So, and for his legs, we kind of have the long legs like with Zaktan and Thok. So for this guy, I would give between maybe a 6 out of 5, I would say, because this is not my all-time favorite design. So that's all for the Piraka. So let's review them all together now. Let's review them all. So this is the all Pirakas that I have. So the 6 badass looking Pirakas. So I think it was kind of an awesome way to introduce these guys because I like their designs. So I kind of like Thok, Redox, Zaktan, and Hakan because of their designs. I'm not too crazy about Vizok and Avok's designs, but they all look pretty good. So, and also they were, and then in the storyline they were defeated by the Toa and Nika because these gangsters actually wanted to take the Mask of Life themselves, and they wanted to conquer the Voyanui, and they actually enslaved all the Matoran, and the Toa and Nika came to stop them. So, but I'm gonna review the Toa and Nika when they come to me, when they are delivered to me. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please drop a like and subscribe, and that's it, guys. See you later.